An ex-FBI agent and others involved in Afghanistan claim the Biden administration has handed out blank visas to Afghans looking to escape Kabul, potentially creating a situation where an unvetted person could walk onto a plane bound for the U.S. Kenneth Gray, a former special agent for the FBI, warned that terrorists could be among the refugees exiting Afghanistan on U.S. evacuation flights if proper screening isn't applied to the Afghans relying on generic copies of visas. And David Fox, an American trapped in Kabul, told ABC News last week that the blank visas added significantly to chaos at the airport. He said the State Department emailed the copies widely to people looking for a way out.
This looks like a US visa, okay? So for those of you who aren't familiar, if you get a US visa, an immigrant visa in your passport, this is what it looks like. But this document has no name. It's not addressed to anyone. There's no serial number, okay, at the bottom. There's no barcode. So thousands of Afghans received this. Basically, everyone who had applied for SIV, these special immigrant visas for the Afghan translators and other people, they received this email. And what do you think happened when these people received an email like this, a document like this, that has no name? Of course, they printed out 100 copies.
Hope is fading for the thousands of Afghans and hundreds of Americans who want to evacuate, but who are still stuck in Afghanistan as the clock on the U.S. mission there runs out. Meanwhile, some Republicans are raising the alarm about how much the Biden administration is betting the refugees heading to the U.S. from Afghanistan amid concerns about the rising threat of terrorism.
And then, before any of those refugees come to the United States, they need to be thoroughly and completely vetted for security concerns. It's not complicated that Afghanistan is a very dangerous part of the world where radical Islamic terrorism is rampant.
U.S. Customs and Border Protection told the Washington Examiner in a statement that known or suspected terrorists are tracked closely through a multi-layer screening process. Still, the fight over how to handle an expected influx of Afghan refugees is likely to continue long after the last American flight has left Kabul. The U.S. military airlifted tens of thousands of people out of Afghanistan, many of whom will attempt to come to the U.S. through an accelerated visa program. Sarah Westwood for the Washington Examiner.